Have you ever snapped at someone and instantly regretted it? Felt your emotions hijack your rational mind? If so, it might not be entirely your fault. Your brain is hardwired this way. But today, we're changing that. Inspired by Daniel Goleman's groundbreaking insights, I'm going to show you how mastering emotional intelligence can literally transform your relationships, career, and happiness in less than 40 minutes. Quick question: which emotion do you struggle with most? Anger, sadness, fear? Let me know in the comments. Imagine you're driving and someone recklessly cuts you off.
Your brain has two main pathways for processing threats: the fast emotional route through the amygdala, and the slower rational route through the neocortex. This fast route, often called an amygdala hijack, evolved as a survival mechanism to help us react quickly to danger.
The marshmallow experiment showed that children who could delay gratification had better outcomes later in life. Identifying an emotion as it's happening gives you the power to interrupt the automatic reaction. Couples who show contempt are 90% more likely to break up.
John Gottman's research found that contempt, criticism, defensiveness, and stonewalling are relationship killers. It's crucial to emotionally validate your partner rather than react defensively.
The XYZ formula, when X happens, I feel Y and I need Z, helps you express your needs without blame.
For example, saying, "When you come home late, I feel worried, and I need you to text me," can diffuse conflict and foster emotional safety, which is key for long-term intimacy.
Emotional intelligence in kids predicts lifelong success.
Emotional learning in early childhood is linked to academic performance, empathy, and conflict resolution. The SOS method, situation, options, solution, helps children pause before reacting.
Role-playing emotional scenarios strengthens empathy and self-awareness.
And remember, parental modeling is crucial. Kids mirror our emotional behavior, so it's important to set a good example.
Emotional intelligence outperforms IQ in the workplace. It's actually a better predictor of success in leadership than technical skill. Techniques for emotionally intelligent feedback that fosters growth include observations, emotions, and solutions. Social awareness enables stronger collaboration and reduces conflict. For example, consider a manager who transformed team morale through empathy and active listening. Emotional intelligence creates a high-trust work environment. Journaling can reduce stress and boost immunity. Self-awareness is the foundation of all other emotional intelligence skills.
Journaling helps you track emotional triggers and patterns. Mindfulness creates space between emotion and reaction.
Take the case study of a teen overcoming depression by learning to name and process emotions. Techniques like body scans, deep breathing, and reflective questions can be incredibly effective. Why do we fear things that aren't threats? Let's break down the limbic brain. The amygdala handles fear, the hippocampus deals with memory, and the cingulate cortex is responsible for emotional regulation.
Fight or flight evolved to protect us, but now it overreacts to social stress. For instance, reacting with panic to a boss's email.
Reframing the stress response as data rather than danger can make a significant difference. Empathy can be learned, not just felt. Mirror neurons, the biological basis of empathy. Emotional attunement, noticing micro-expressions and tone. Children build empathy through storytelling and perspective-taking games. Real-world empathy, comforting someone without shifting the focus to yourself. Empathy is presence, not performance.
Exactly. Our brains are wired to connect. These mirror neurons allow us to literally feel what others are feeling, creating a shared emotional experience. It's fascinating how our biology supports our ability to empathize and understand each other.
Your reactions today may come from yesterday's trauma. Emotional trauma leaves imprints in the brain and body. PTSD and complex trauma can cause overreactions to harmless triggers. Case Irene's healing through narrative therapy and emotional reprocessing. Writing and storytelling restore control and coherence. Therapy methods, EMDR, journaling, somatic experiencing.
Yes, and it's crucial to recognize these patterns. Irene's journey shows how powerful narrative therapy can be. By piecing together her story, she regained a sense of control. Therapies like EMDR and somatic experiencing help in processing trauma, allowing for deep emotional healing.
Some people push forward no matter what. Why? Self-motivation is the ability to delay immediate gratification for long-term goals. Visualization, affirmations, and small wins fuel internal drive. Athlete story injury comeback through mental conditioning and emotional mastery. Track progress daily to build momentum. It's all about mindset. Athletes, for example, often use visualization and affirmations to stay motivated. After an injury, mental conditioning becomes just as important as physical recovery. By tracking progress daily, they build momentum and stay focused on their long-term goals. Social skills build your success as much as talent. Emotional intelligence enables rapport, persuasion, and conflict resolution. Active listening means listening to understand, not just to reply. I remember a story about networking. A simple thank you email turned into a dream job. It's fascinating how people remember how you made them feel, not necessarily what you said. Stress isn't the enemy, mismanaging it is. Stress floods the brain with cortisol, impairing decision-making.
Emotionally intelligent people recognize early signs and act. Some coping strategies include box breathing, naming emotions, and movement.
For example, converting pre-presentation anxiety into excitement can make a huge difference. Negativity is natural, but it doesn't have to dominate you. Common toxic emotions, envy, resentment, guilt. Emotional intelligence turns reactivity into reflection. Tools, reframing, gratitude journaling, compassion practice.
Let me share a story about family reconciliation after decades of bitterness. It's a powerful example of how emotional intelligence can transform lives.
What makes some people bounce back? Resilience equals emotional flexibility and optimism. Daniel Goleman says hope is the belief you can improve.
Tools like social support, meaning-making, and realistic optimism are key. For instance, consider the entrepreneur who failed twice before founding a successful company. It's all about bouncing back stronger.
Emotional intelligence is a lifestyle, not a lesson. Like physical fitness, EQ needs daily reps. Reflect on emotions at the end of each day.
Think of it as a feedback loop. Experience leads to awareness, which leads to adjustment. Lifelong growth means evolving your emotional identity continually.
Emotional intelligence isn't genetic. It's a skill you can develop to transform your life. Better relationships, career success, mental well-being. This isn't luck, it's emotional intelligence. Subscribe for more transformative videos. Comment your favorite insight below, and hit the notification bell to join our community.